Well, hey everyone, it's Tango Oscar Mike, and we are here at Mingo Creek County Park for Field Day. We have the Department of Public Safety County Command truck with their 45,000 kilowatt generator that they let us use. We're in the log cabin. We'll be operating from the log cabin. We have two window air conditioners in there that we're using to cool that down. I've been here since 1 today with Mike, and it's been brutally hot. It was bad. We did try to do a few things, but it was hot. I'm soaked with sweat. Gonna try to wash off later with a bucket of water, to be honest. But we're setting up antennas. We have a DX Commander out there, another antenna. We haven't set up our trailer yet. We have antennas there. We got antennas on the truck. We got antennas everywhere. But we're working, getting things set up. There's still a lot to do, but it's better to do it now. As you know, we've had this massive heat wave, and it's just been brutal. So we're trying to stay cool. I have my hammock set up. That's where I plan on sleeping tonight. Pick up some stuff off the table, and yeah, it might rain. And so if it starts raining, I might have to take the hammock down. I might put up the rain tarp, but I kind of don't want to. You know, just if it rains, I'm probably just gonna hop in the truck. The hammock can come down in a split second, and I can hop in the truck real quick. Let's go in here. I don't think anybody's in here. There are some lights. So we're in here. We'll be setting up on the table. We're going to be running 4 stations in here. Actually a 5th one in the corner. The 5th one will be kind of like a swap in and out. That one won't be active. We're going to run 4 alpha. I'm pretty sure we're just going to run 4 alpha, and that station will just be active when we need it. And then we have the air conditioners going on in here. The tarp on the floor is to try to, this is an open floor. It's a slat floor. I've said it in other videos. We're here in the winter too, and it just lets so much air flow through here. And the thought is that with the air conditioners, the tarps will just help prevent the cold air from sinking through the floor and out the bottom of the cabin. There's a large airspace underneath the cabin that's vented, so all that just would be wasted cold. This does have a very high ceiling, as you can see up there. It's probably 25-30 feet. So in the wintertime, all your hot air goes up there. But even without the air conditioners, when we first came here today at 1, it was probably 8 degrees cooler in here than it was outside. So it's nice to have. And we have our big coolers in here with water and pop in them. So we're trying to stay hydrated. But it was brutal today. So we're going to try to get everything done tonight and tomorrow morning, so we don't have to do anything during the day before the event kicks off. So again, we're just setting up. You can see all the safety flags for cables all over the place because there's antennas everywhere. Everything's flagged. We have cones up everywhere, trying to, do the safety aspect of it, make sure everything's good. And yeah, we're gonna have a good time. The observatory is up on the hill. That's the sky observatory, and they got a telescope out, and maybe trying to see some stuff tonight. We may be able to go up and look through them if it clears up, but it's kind of cloudy right now. But it may blow over. We may get lucky. But it's been a lot of work today. It's finally cool, and we actually feel like doing stuff. So I'm gonna get back to work and try to set some stuff up, and then we'll see what happens. But it's almost 9 o'clock, and like I said, I've been here since 1. I had a couple of snacks, but I really haven't eaten. But I kind of don't want to eat now at this point, so I'll probably just have a little bit more snacks and eat a big breakfast instead. So, but yeah, good. We got everything hooked up for the generator. The truck is grounded. We have a ground rod in for the truck just in case. Mast for everything. We got another person Nate is down there setting up for the night. He's going to stay here as well. I think just me and Nate are camping out tonight. But we're here to babysit the generator and the truck and everything. So, but yeah, it's going good. Hey, good morning. It's Tango Oscar Mike. I'm sorry if I probably look a little rough, but yeah. Yesterday was a hard day. It's hot, sweaty. I'm actually gonna wash off here in a minute. I slept in the hammock last night. I actually had to get my blanket. It was a little chilly, but after that I slept pretty good. There was a strawberry moon, super bright. It was like having a night light on the whole night. It was so bright, so I had to get up and I had to like cover my head with the blanket. So but yeah, it went pretty good. I actually slept pretty good once I did fall asleep, so. But I don't think I'm gonna last as long tonight as I did during Winterfield Day. I have a feeling I'm just gonna get tired and I'm gonna crash. Maybe I can take a nap or later. But once everybody's here, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be super hot today. We do have the air conditioner in the truck and we have the air conditioners in the building, and it's freezing in both of those places right now, but I know once the sun comes out it's going to get warm again. One of my coffee's soaking there for a minute. I'll show you my hammock. So there's the hammock. This is where I slept. I do know that it's stretched out a little bit because I'm definitely lower to the ground than when I set it up. But, so there's my pillow. I had a pillow in there, which I really didn't use too much. And then I had my whoopee, my poncho liner. And that actually, for last night, was, the poncho liner was warmer than it needed to be, but without it I felt cold. There wasn't like a happy medium, and I was worried that I was going to wake up completely soaked because like the grass and the condensation and everything's all wet, but it wasn't. And this is like a perfect place. People were leaving. We were setting up last night and I got in there because I was crashing, and people left, and I was talking to one of the other guys and he said they were like, "Where'd Tom go? We can't find Tom. Where'd Tom go?" I was right there sound asleep and nobody could see me. It's like camouflage. But I feel gross. I feel this like disgusting, sticky. So I'm literally gonna like switch clothes and everything here in a minute. Not on camera, obviously. Perverts. But I'm gonna finish making my coffee here. In the old AeroPress. Smells good, especially on a morning like today. I'm actually going to cook up some sausage, some eggs, make an egg
sausage, cheese, bagel.
Feel like a new man.
No. So the little shower thing for some privacy while I wash down actually worked pretty good, but I feel a lot better. Just clean. I was so sticky and so gross. I wanted to do it last night before I got in the hammock and went to sleep, but the bugs were so bad that there's just no way to do it. You turned on a headlamp last night and you got swarmed, like they were all over your face. So I was using my red light to do things. But yeah, no, feel better. Gonna probably start making some breakfast here in a minute once I clean up my mess, because I made a big mess with setting everything out here. A lot of stuff got set up yesterday, even though it was so hot. A lot of stuff got taken care of. Sorry about the noise from the generator, but I got my little electric skillet going, and I'm cooking up some deer sausage, and then I'm gonna throw some eggs on here. We gonna cook. I'm gonna make some bagel sandwiches. So I got my bagel, my deer sausage, and some egg. Just toasting up some breakfast. Breakfast.
Well, we're getting ready. Some more people are starting to show up. There's an Aries net this morning, so I'm going to check into that, and then we have to set up the trailer tower, and then we'll start getting ready, actually getting ready for a field day. But it is getting hot out already though, so I really don't want to try to do too much. But I'm here in the command vehicle to check into the net, and then we'll go from there.
Hey, good morning. It's Sunday morning. Still up here at field day. It's so hard to film sometimes. We had so many people going on. I had a guest come up and we were trying to get him on the air. There's just a lot happening. I did get in and make some contacts last night, made a few CW contacts, and then I've been sending my WinLink messages for all the challenges and stuff like that, and that's been going pretty good, but it's just been crazy. Last night was rough. It was super humid. I felt like I was in the hammock, just felt like I was in a bathtub almost, just sweating so much. And but it does feel cooler today. It's overcast, and there is a chance of rain here around 11 o'clock, noon. And on the radar, it looks like it's a big storm coming in. So I don't know what we're going to do. It looks like that storm may pass, so we may just try to get through it and let it pass and do that. But it's been, yesterday was brutally hot. It was tough. I had trouble eating. I was drinking so much water, and I still and electrolytes, and still everybody, it just kind of drained everybody down. But it's been a rough field day. Hey everyone, it's Tango Oscar Mike, and it is Monday, the day after field day. I took the day off to recover. I'd already planned on doing that, and I'm glad I did, because this field day to me was one of the hardest field days we've ever done, due to the heat. And just overall, it was rough. So I get to recover today, but I did want to do a little bit of a recap of field day. I think we had more antennas up this year than we've ever had before. We had our trailer with the 3-band Yagi antenna on it. It's a Mosley Classic 33, I believe. There were at least four other fiberglass masts with antennas on it. There were several wire antennas strung up into the trees around us. It was a lot. But our section map from N3FJP logging software shows the coverage we had. I mean, that's about the fullest we have ever had that map. So it's amazing. Everybody put in a monumental effort. There were guys working their butts off, completely soaked with sweat, who never stopped. So I really got to thank those. I'm really proud of my club, Washington Amateur Communications, and what we were able to accomplish this weekend, even with this heat. It was just amazing. We can't thank the county enough, the Department of Public Safety, for giving us their support with the use of the command vehicle and generator to run some of the equipment. And it's just, like I said, huge effort by everyone. I slept in the hammock that I've showed in another video. It's a Pathfinder hammock from the Self-Reliance Outfitters, Dave Canterbury, over in Ohio. It's really comfortable. I can fall asleep in it pretty easily, but it was just so humid out. That made it a bit rough. Friday night I did get a little chilly, and I grabbed a poncho liner just to kind of drape over myself in the hammock, and mostly I put it over my head because the moon on Friday night, I guess, was a strawberry moon. It was super bright. And even Saturday night, the moon was so bright, it was like trying to sleep in the sunlight. I actually put a blanket over my head so I could sleep. I can't sleep with a light on. I use the sun as an alarm clock. Basically, when the sun starts to come up, I'm usually up. So it was just keeping me up, and I had to cover my head to sleep. But I did sleep, sweaty as could be, but I did manage to sleep a bit. I got in the air and made some CW contacts. I did the WinLink communication for our club so we could get those bonus points. A couple of things that did come that I did dig out of my go kits or go bags to help with some situations: zip ties, gorilla tape, SO239 to B and C connectors, and barrel connectors, and also a 3.5 millimeter to 1/4 stereo connector. We have some older radios that use the larger stereo connector, either for headsets or CW key. So we were able to, with that, we were able to do that. We had visitors from our county commissioners and 2 township supervisors in Washington County. They came out. One of them brought a couple of extra cases of water, which we used. We drank so much water. Our club treasurer brought water and electrolytes. They provided food. I don't even know how much water I drank this weekend. I drank a ton, and I still didn't drink enough. Saturday night, I actually didn't feel too good. I was drinking so much water, it was hard for me to eat. So I got a little bit run down, but we never stopped. I came home yesterday to a nice meal. My wife had made me a nice meal. She made me get a shower first because I was pretty ripe at that point. I did try to wipe off. I had a washcloth and soap, and I would try to wash myself off, and then dry off and change clothes, more deodorant, brush my teeth, that kind of thing. But I'm sure I was pretty ripe by the end of the weekend, so I apologize if I offended anybody with my odor, because my wife says I do stink when I sweat. But it was a great event, and one of our club members, Bill New York 9 Hotel, brought a couple of window air conditioners for the log cabin we were in. Without those, I don't know if we would have been able to survive in that cabin over the weekend, even with those 2 air conditioners going on, and an attempt to seal the floor so we didn't lose cooled air through the wood slat floor. It still got, I think, up to 82 inside the cabin. And without those, it would have probably have been unbearable. But everything went well. We had one incident, unexpected incident, and when we were putting up the antenna with the rotator, a nut fell off the U-bolt and into the grass. Four of us were on our hands and knees trying to find that dang nut, and we couldn't find it. One of our members finally, Mark, KC3STZ, jumped in a car and drove to the hardware store. Without that, we probably wouldn't have been able to put up the beam antenna. As always, if you're a club station and you have a bunch of operators, buy yourself bandpass filters. They help so much with just interference between the bands. Or make filters. It works. They work fantastic. If you're going to buy them from someplace, like we bought ours from DX Engineering, if you're going to get them, you have to get them way in advance of field day. Otherwise, they're pretty much sold out. We bought ours early, I think 2 years ago or a year ago, and they've helped us out so much. And this year, I spotted a triplexer on sale. Not on sale, but in stock at DX Engineering. There was only a couple of them. And when this is way before field day as well, and when we bought it, we believe it was the last one. And we use that with the beam antenna. So basically that allows us to have 3 stations on the air on that beam antenna at the same time. And that really made a difference as well as being able to use the beam. You still need to, in my opinion, and we did this, you still need a wire antenna, an end fed or an off center fed dipole or a vertical or something to get those close in contacts, because the beam just kind of skips over those areas. But it really lets you reach out across the country and make those contacts. Like I said, monumental effort by everybody in the club. We had people who worked almost until they dropped. It was so hot. And just a great time. We had some visitors show up to make contacts on the air as well. My friend Glenn came out and hung out with us for a while, and he got on the air. It was his first time, so yeah, he enjoyed it. He actually has some more interest. We had some other people show up and have some interest, but yeah, it's just that this was a hard one. This really was a hard one. Man, the heat just killed us. But other than that, I mean, great time. I'd do it again. Again, I can't say how much I appreciate being a member of our club and the events we do. We're not a big club, we're a little club. We have some great members. Our club president, Joe N3XE, does a great job of educating our club and holding us together, kind of being the mediator for a lot of things. He does a good job. And we just have a lot of good club members. We have a lot of people that will work their butt off to help you get on the air and do whatever they need to do for you. So I'm very, this weekend even showed me even more how good of a club we have, and that's really special if you ask me. So this is Tango Oscar Mike N3WS. I hope you had a great field day. Yeah, 73. Take care.